today, guys, we're going to be making Shelly's meatloaf. Alright, for Shelly's meatloaf, you're going to need 3 eggs. I have 3 eggs in this bowl. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of milk that I have. You're going to need some garlic, a tablespoon or so. I have 3 pounds of ground beef. You got some celery, some onion. I usually use a green bell pepper, but I only had yellow today. It's fine. Some Shelly's house seasoning. Of course, you can't do anything in this kitchen without some Shelly's house seasoning. Shelly's house seasoning, salt, pepper, seasoning, garlic, onion powder. Or you can use your favorite all-purpose seasoning. I have some parsley flakes. Doesn't really give it any flavor, but it does give it a good green pop. I have some breadcrumbs here. Alright? That's what you're going to need. You're going to need some breadcrumbs to bind it. I am using plain breadcrumbs, but if you have seasoned breadcrumbs, that's fine as well. Alright? Alright, so let's get started on this easy meatloaf dinner. First thing we're going to do first is we're going to chop up our veggies. So let's do that first. Alright, so now that we chopped up all of our veggies, we're going to play with some ground beef. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get some gloves on, guys. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful day today. I'd like to take this time out to my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All of my other subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. You know, I appreciate you guys so much. And if you're new to this channel, take that time out. Hit that notification bell, hit subscribe, and hit that like button on this magnificent meatloaf, guys. Alright, so like I said, I have 3 pounds of ground beef going in. Alright, now 3 eggs, milk. Now this is like a dumpling bowl situation for this because we don't want to over mix this meat, alright? And that milk helps make it moist. Alright, we're going to get like 2 tablespoons of this. You know what? What's going on? You today? You coming out of there? There we go. Exactly what we need. About 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Breadcrumbs. It's a lot. So we're going to need a whole cup of breadcrumbs. Normally, for half of this, I use a 1/2 cup. Shelly's house seasoning. We're going to use about 4 to 5 tablespoons, maybe 1/3 of a cup. Because we're going to season that meat. Don't be shy. A couple tablespoons of parsley. Alright. Now, we use what our mama gave us. 2 beautiful hands. And you get in there. Because you don't want to over mix it. And you get it in there. You get your hand in there. Now, if you don't want to use gloves, use your hand. If you don't want to use your hands without gloves, and you don't have gloves, use a spoon. It's going to take a little longer. You get in there, you massage that meat, squeeze that meat, love that meat. Get in there and just keep bringing it towards you. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be a tender meatloaf. That milk Not only does it bring flavor, it brings love to the meatloaf. And it helps tenderize that meatloaf, moisten it. And I'll flip it. In the comment section, guys, let me know how you guys like your meatloaf. How y'all get down with the meatloaf. Do y'all like the big bell peppers in there? Or y'all just don't put any peppers and onions in there at all? Let me know. How y'all like it. That's how the shell stuff gets down, baby. If y'all been watching my other videos, y'all would know. I say it all the time. When you use the celery, use the top parts. Because the top part has so much flavor. Now you can see that I'm not really mixing it. I'm kind of tossing it, making sure that all of it is completely incorporated. Everything is getting flavor from the rooter to the tutor, baby. Okay. So there we go. Look at that. That is love with a new attitude. And I don't put ketchup stuff in my meatloaf. Now, if you want to do that, by all means, help yourself. I don't add ketchup and none of that stuff. Unnecessary. Alright. So, when I come back, we're going to form a meatloaf shape. Now, I normally would do this in my meatloaf pan, but it's a lot more mixture than for my pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape this and form it with a pan. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have my pan here that I have sprayed. So I'm going to do, just dump this right inside, just like so. And I'm going to mash it down and then form it into a loaf. Nice big meatloaf. And I'm going to put some water in here. And when we come back, when our meatloaf is done, or just about done, I'm going to show you how to make some gravy for the meatloaf. Just form it to a nice size meatloaf. I don't want the ketchup on it. I want some gravy. There you go. Add some water. Just enough to coat the bottom. And all of that's going to steam and help it cook in the inside and keep it moist. Bottoms up. Alright, so I'm going to get this into a 375 degree oven for an hour and 23 minutes. Here goes our beautiful meatloaf. Look at it. Look at this. It needs to rest, and all this oil and everything right here is going to help me make my gravy for this beautiful for this beautiful meatloaf, guys. Oh, it smells amazing. I cannot wait to taste it. So, let's go ahead and make that gravy while this is resting. You want to let it rest so the juices will redistribute back into our meatloaf so it will stay juicy. Alright guys, time to make that beautiful gravy. So, like I said, we're going to use that oil from our pan. Let's get it in there. want the fat, we want it all. Oh, and it smells divine. All of it in there. Now, let's add some flour. Whisk that thing around. Make sure you're doing it with a whisk now. Oh, I dropped a little too much flour in here. That's alright. I'm going to add some oil to it. Add a little oil. There we go. Now, I know how to make gravy 50 different ways, guys. 50 different ways for take that oil from that burger meat, get it in here, let that thing darken up, and all that flavor from there is in this, right in there. You can smell the meatloaf working in here. And what we're trying to do is just cook that flour out, that flour taste out. Let it all come together and make this beautiful gravy. Now we want to season it. We always want to season it. Get that Shelly's house seasoning in there. So you get enough of it in there. So a couple tablespoons will do you. Look at this. I'm trying to tell you. Amazing. Amazing, guys. It smells so good. I'm telling you, you got that from there, and you just keep whisking it around till it get the desired color that you want. And I think I'm just going to hit it with a little browning. Just darken it up just a little bit, not too much. That's enough. Give it that dark gravy that you want. Look at that. It's going to be beautiful gravy, guys. Alright. Now let's add some water. Now you can, at this point, you can add some beef broth, chicken broth, whatever you have. Slowly add your water. Ooh. Light that up. Slowly spin. You don't want to be like me and splashing stuff. Got it in there. I need some more water. Just keep adding water until it comes to the thickness that you're looking for. Now this right here is a little too thick. And just keep whisking and stirring so you can get that gravy. Then you taste for seasoning. shit was great. This smells amazing. You can never be too sure unless you taste it. Taste, and I think I want to thin it out just a little bit, but I want to taste it first, because if not what I want, I'm going to go in with some better than beef bouillon. So it's going to need some better than beef bouillon, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so I got my better than bouillon. Gravy's still a little thick to me. Add a little more water. A little more thin. Alright. Add my better than bouillon. Nice. Solid. A little more. Not too much, because this thing is salty, guys. And just mix it in there. Like I said, add as much water as you need to. So I think we can add about 3 cups of water already. So when you're making gravy, it's a slow process. A good process, but a slow one. Add a little more water to the problem, because I want it a little thinner. It smells amazing. I'm telling you. Really good. Right. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, couldn't get no better than this gravy. It is amazingly perfect. Alright, when we come back, we're going to plate up that meatloaf, guys. Alright, guys. This is the final results of that meatloaf and gravy. Let's go in. And it is so moist. Flavor. Yeah. Telling you, once you get a meatloaf like this, ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. I got a bacon cheddar. I love meatloaf. I got a bacon cheddar meatloaf that'll blow your socks off, guys. You gotta try that meatloaf. Hit in time to comment, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you be notified every time that Shelly makes a video. Woo! This thing is good. I gotta help myself. I'm gonna be eating this thing. That's gravy. Saying something. It's calling my name. Woo! delicious. Get out of here, because I've been ate this whole thing. Alright guys, as always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.